All right. Muscle power versus muscle strength. Muscle strength is how much force, this is also for our children, is how much force your muscles can make. Examples, carrying a heavy backpack, lifting a big box, doing a push-up, pulling a rope in a tug of war. Now, muscle power is how fast your muscles can push, pull, or lift heavy things. Examples, jumping high, sprinting fast, throwing a ball hard, kicking a soccer ball quickly, or leaping over puddles. Imagine two people can both push the same heavy box. One person pushes it slowly. The other person pushes it really fast. They are both strong, but the second person has more muscle power. You see that poor fellow there, really fast, you see him? Being able to move your muscles fast is super important. Sometimes even more important than just being strong. Why? Because in real life, your body often needs to react fast, like catching yourself if you trip, jumping, running, getting up quickly, climbing stairs, or like this picture is blurry, but that's actually me, running from a snake, right? All those things, you need muscle power to go fast. A famous study found that as people get older, they usually lose their speed and quickness before they lose their strength. The following information comes from a smart scientist who studied the body. Her name is Dr. Sabina Wigman, and she works in Berlin, Germany. She shared her big findings in a special book for other doctors and scientists in 2012. The study began in 2010. Dr. Sabina and her team recruited 766 adult participants in Berlin, Germany. A lot of people. These adults were tested regarding muscle power and strength. 6 years they followed these individuals. What did they find? Well, the muscle power declines or slows earlier and faster than strength. Why? Well, we move slower as we get older because of 3 main reasons. The first one, fewer rocket power muscles. We call it fibers. We have special muscle parts that act like tiny rocket engines for fast movements, and we start to have fewer of them. We have fibers there. Some are for fast movements, and some are for slow movements. Apparently, the ones for fast movement, we start to lose those as we age. Slower brain and muscle chat. The talk, the messages between our brain and our muscles slow down as we get older. And muscles take longer to squeeze. When our muscles are told to move, they can't squeeze and move as quickly as they used to. So what are we older people supposed to do? Just sit there and cry because of all this decline? No, the study says, the scientist says, no, don't cry. Don't just train your muscles to be strong, but instead, properly train them to be strong and fast, properly. And that's me still running from the snake. How to slow down this decline? Well, adults can slow the decline in muscle power and strength by staying physically active and doing exercises that target both strength and speed. So, our children are going to demonstrate what are some of these exercises that we can do daily. We have Eduardo here. Oh, no. We have Willow here showing us squats. You want to come and show us some squats that we can do daily? Very good. Those are what squats are like. Thank you, Willow. Now, deadlifts. We don't have anybody here doing deadlifts because to do that, we need proper warming up, proper training. But pretty much everybody here knows what a deadlift looks like. If not, Matthew can demonstrate for you in the future. Melanie is going to show us push-ups. How can we and we can obviously do push-ups on the wall, against the wall, or against the floor, or even against the chair. Multiple different ways of doing it. Now, those were some exercises to build our strength. What about to build power or how fast we move? We're going to have somebody here doing some jump squats. So you can do squats, but you can also do jump squats. And they can be quite hard at first, but like everything, it gets easier. Jump and squat, jump and squat. Great. Thank you, somebody. So you can even raise your arms when you're jumping to work your upper body also. Great. And we have box jumps. If we don't have the boxes that are used for this, we can simply use the steps, like Eduardo is showing us here. Go up and go down, and go up and go down. Thank you, Eduardo. And last, we have Moises. He's going to show us how to do some fast stair climbing, if he wants to. If not, Eduardo can do it for us. And watch your shoes, Eduardo. You have your, don't trip over your laces. And you can start that slowly, but you can also go much faster than that, all right? Okay, so there are so many different things, and of course there are so many resources that we have out there to see which exercises fit us best and which we can do properly, which maybe we need to avoid. But the thing that we seem to all believe is that we don't have time for exercising. We have time for everything else, but not for exercising. So, the National Institute of Health tells us that vigorous 1 to 4 minutes a day. Now, vigorous is the word, meaning you're going to do this type of exercises 1 to 4 minutes a day throughout the day. While you're cooking, you are doing squats. While that's burning there, you are doing squats, all right? And getting up. But the heart has to race, the heart rate. Like at the end, you should be a little bit without breath. If you do this during the day, these vigorous exercises, 1 minute throughout the day, what happens? It says that, or what can happen? It says that it can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death by 30 to 50%. If there was a pill that I will give you that will reduce this for 30 to 50%, probably you will take it. It can 30% or more reduction in certain cancers, and 30 to 14% of lower of all-cause mortality. So we are without excuse to move, but intelligently, right? If I'm still recovering from not moving or not lifting weights properly, even months after I have had an accident. Why? Because sometimes we're, all right, I'm going to do it, and then we go and do it properly, and that's what happens. But we definitely can exercise if we want to. Okay, the study does not say that we all need to become bodybuilders or marathon runners, but the examples of these individuals and many others that I could not fit into this PowerPoint can take away the many lies that we believe, that, such as we don't have time, we are too old, I have some type of disability. There are many, many lies that we can believe that make us just sit there and watch time pass. And the more we sit and do nothing, the more we want to sit and do nothing, because our body is very good at preserving energy. So if I just sit there, the body's telling you, just sit there. Yeah, we need this energy for later on. But at the same time, once we start moving, then the body is very quick to, all right, catch up with you. And actually, the day when you don't exercise, your mind is kind of missing it. But it takes time. So the lady here, Ernestine Shepard, began lifting at age 56. She is 89 and still a renowned bodybuilder. Fauja Singh began training as a marathon runner at age 89. 89. And he died still, dying not too long before he died. I wanted to say he was still very active up to the point he died at age 114. 114. And we have Nick Scott, who is a motivational speaker now also. He began training as a bodybuilder after a car accident at age 16 that left him paralyzed from the waist down. None of these individuals come from healthy families and healthy living. None of them have some genetically special gene in them. All of them have one thing in particular, that at one point they made up their mind that they were not going to serve their bodies, that their bodies were going to serve them a purpose. So they made up their mind to want to become better than what they were at the time. The Bible tells us that today, we should choose this day whom we will serve. And clearly it was talking about serving God or serving Satan. But we can also apply it. Today we can choose who are we going to serve. Are we going to serve our bodies, or are they going to serve us so that we can serve others? May God continue to encourage us to use whatever we have, including our body, for the best, His best. Thank you for listening.